Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1.
And that's ripped to the left. Base hit. Bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Back in New York. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. That one hooked foul. And that's fouled off. Swing and a ball lined out.
Oh, fuck.
Back here in New York. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Back at Yankee Stadium. And now Paul Goldschmidt. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. Bangs off the wall. Around first, heading for two. Goldschmidt makes the turn at second. Relay throw to third. The tag out. Back in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
I heard you were out in the car. Don't you guys ever come in here? And she was out there for an hour, I heard.
Back at Yankee Stadium. Now, Paul Goldschmidt. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Okay.
In the air, left side. And this one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Tried to stop, but he's tagged out, heading back to second. And we're back. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Back for more from the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Left field.
It's good. It's everything. It just drops.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a line drive at a base. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
You guys are ass.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Boys, I finally did it. This thing took like 20 minutes.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Boys, today we...
Bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Well struck left field.
It just dies out at the warning track.
And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell gets under it, makes the grab, one down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
I want to get done the April Spotlight program today. Get some of these Topps Now cards, packs, XP, one of these Spotlight packs. I want to get lucky. I want to get Tommy Edman. If y'all have opened any of these packs, specifically the one from the program,
swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field.
Tommy Edman, though, man. I have a feeling the pack being sellable and being in the program is probably going to make the price of these cards a little bit lower. But for someone like Tommy Edman or Nick Pivetta, I'm guessing the price is not going to be as low as I want it. Missions for drops, there wasn't. We get missions, sort of stuff like that, and earn a little bit of
and another ball.
Then you're able to start. Yeah, I'm so glad you can just restart like this. Well, that's my first attempt. I'll see y'all once I finish it.
In the air, center field. Mitchell should have this one.
This is probably my 20th home run goal or something crazy. I have not had a single foul. I've got lineouts, but I can't get this homer with belly.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
There it is.
The first
Hitting back-to-back pitches. This is my first time hitting a homer with belly, so let's try to just get back-to-back. Let's try to get this one done, please, Judge. I'm begging, John, not someone. He hasn't thrown me a strike in my last. That one I'm glad I did, but he's thrown it
back in New York. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
And there's another one. The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
At least throw me a strike. Come on now. Oh, please, Judge. Please. Please.
That one ripped.
I keep doing this.
And he one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second.
I've homered one time with him. Goldie probably homered 50 times. Can't homer with belly.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No way. This is only my second homer with belly. Nope.
And there's a ball.
No strike either, so I'm not knocking in my hopes up. Knocking in my hopes up, not doing it.
Swing and a
No! I tried to check it. Oh my God.
Back at Yankee Stadium. And stepping in for the Yankees,
it's
Paul
not gonna make a
Goldschmidt.
difference, but I'm pointing out and going back in. I feel like I just got bad mojo on these Nestor pitches.
That
and I gotta
misses.
go back
Ball
in.
one.
I got a lot of XP. That's nice. My first homer since exiting out and going back in. Let's see if this is the time. I don't think I've had anything else, but back-to-back pitches, back-to-back homers. First homer since putting out and going back in. And Judge back-to-back-to-back on back-to-back-to-back pitches. Why did it happen after I put out
and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Probably a coincidence, but like, the fact that it happens my first time going out and then back in, it's like, did I just have to... And I don't think I've had anything else, but back-to-back pitches, back-to-back homers. First
Here's
homers,
Paul Goldschmidt.
Putting out and going back in. And Judge back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah, it was a shitty-ass swing.
Why did it happen after I put
First pitch misses.
Because I know it's probably good. I don't think I've had since exiting out and going back in. I feel like I just got bad mojo on where sitting. And there's, okay, back-to-back pitches, back-to-back homers. This is either my third or fourth with belly. I want to say it's number 3 because I had a warning strike fly out and I had a jam shot. I don't think I've had anything else, but back-to-back pitches, back-to-back homers. First homer since putting out and going back in.
And that one missing low.
And Judge back-to-back-to-back on back-to-back-to-back pitches. Why did it happen?
Out in the left center for a line drive base hit.
I know it's probably a coincidence, but like, the fact that it's done on back-to-back-to-back pitches,
Back
just
in
like
the
they did
Bronx.
in real life.
Here's Paul
It kind of
Goldschmidt.
stinks. Well, I almost started a fire.
Well struck, right field. That's back there. And that one becomes the property of the beast. So he blasts one
But
out the other way.
it was just like a little smoky. because I was using a lot of butter.
Cody Bellinger
But it
stands
wasn't.
in now and watches strike one.
They were very good. And then
Next offering
I
is
got
down
accused
low.
of plagiarism.
And it's ball to strike.
Always exciting
And
to see
I
a
did not
leadoff home run
plagiarize,
in
so
an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start
very
to-
And
confused.
meanwhile, this is a fair ball down the left field line. Now he'll
My
turn
mom.
for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. Bellinger on his
And yeah,
back in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And there's your strike.
0-1.
Late swing foul
Oh, no,
ball.
man, that's pretty worth it. Probably not. I think if I would have done the other moments, then some of these, like PX
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Faster, it would have been faster, not guaranteed, but up from the bottom, man, because Jordan Westerberg, 4 total bases in one
And
game.
here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
That should hopefully be easy. You got to get 5 moments done. I got the program done, but I can't believe that
And
exchange.
he chases that one below the zone.
Something
0-1's the
changed.
count.
Like, oh god, man, and this has me excited. Even though it took me a long time, like I had fun doing that until I'm like, I should just try to steal second.
0-2 now. And a good eye there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that's a little high. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Foul ball there. And that one lifted in the air center. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And there's a foul ball. That one fouled off. Next offering misses. Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out towards left center.
well,
Back here in New York, here's Paul
Leading off
Goldschmidt.
for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Back now in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball for a strike.
One and one.
And a big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
it was literally good.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Fought off foul. That misses. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't.
Bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a foul ball. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. Bellinger up to hit. Foul off left side. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that is... And we're back. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And it goes just foul. Lined in. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And that is out of play. 0-1 down.
Ball. 1-1.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. This one's got it. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Yankees, the catcher, Austin Wells.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, belted. Back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Hard grounder into the... The outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Inside, 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
That smash towards center. Lays out and makes the play. Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Misses outside. 1-1. First and second, 2 outs. O'Neill getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ripped on a line. Base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Two outs. Up and in. And now it's even 1-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Cowser, the lead runner out at second. Rutschman on at first with 2 down. Pitch misses there. And now it's 3-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout.
Oh, he's gonna walk?
First and second, 2 outs. O'Neill will hit next. He's 0 for 1. First and second, 2 outs. Digging in, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the Beast. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Fastball for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. That's down and in.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Swings through it for the head. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. One down, base is empty. And a curve drops in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Alec Bohm. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's a 1-1.
1 strike.
And this is inside. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. No trouble here. Puts it away for the... Back here in Nationals Park. All set for the start of the inning. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Clips the corner. 1-1. Looked like it was a little bit up. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now the left fielder, Cameron Meisner. And that one fouled off. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That just misses, and it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove. 1 away. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cameron Meisner. Ball 1, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Right-handed reliever. And that's outside. And the count is 2-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Here's a rocket. So bottom of the 9th, here's the left fielder, Cameron Meisner. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Line drive. Back here at Tropicana Field, now it's going to be Cameron Meisner. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Oh, this one's blasted. High deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He sends one out the opposite way. And they walk it off. Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. Fastball is outside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble.
Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. He'll touch them all. And the Dodgers walk it off in extra innings. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom 9, and now the DH, Derek Hill. That one hit to right. Reynolds trying to get there. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1. And here is Nick Fortes. 1 for 3. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul. One down, base is empty. And fouled off. He goes down looking. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now it's the DH, Derek Hill. Hit in the air right. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Derek Hill. Here comes a pitch. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-1. Fouled off down the right side.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hit softly on the... Back here in Miami, bottom of the 9th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Derek Hill. On a line. No trouble here. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th. And now for the Marlins,
Is that you?
Derek Hill. And
Are you okay?
for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base hit, center field. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the winning run is now in scoring position. And that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hauls it in for the out. And now Griffin Conant. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Wernberger into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Marlins walk it off and win it 3-2. So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one becomes property of the Beast. Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing,
No,
too
no,
far,
no,
and
no.
it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
I mean, home runs. It doesn't matter if I get base hits.
Back at Yankee Stadium, and the batter now, Paul Goldschmidt. Fouled off. He was late. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one becomes property of the Beast. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And that one hit to first, but it kicks foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Back in the Bronx, here's Paul Goldschmidt. And the batter now, Paul Goldschmidt. Late swing fouled off. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. And that one hammered. And that gets down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that one becomes property of the Beast. Paul Goldschmidt goes deep. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. In the air to left, down the line. Chourio. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Back in the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off. On the ground. And foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that skips into there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now a fly ball to right center. We go to the bottom of the first.
Leading off,
here's Paul Goldschmidt.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ball one, no strike.
That one fouled off. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
One ball,
good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And the sweeper misses. That one is absolutely belted. And that one becomes property of the beast. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Liner snagged it. Back now in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Foul ball there. A little bit low.
That's a ball.
This one smoked out to left. Back here in New York, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Back in New York. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. That one ripped. Mitchell reaching back towards the wall. Bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. This one in the air right field. Fraley. Bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is foul. Back. 0-2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Inside, ball one.
In for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one hammered center field back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. And here comes Bellinger. And a foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a pop-up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. That one misses. It's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. It's Aaron Judge now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one ripped to left. And that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Goldschmidt. Back in the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Frelick ranging back. And that one becomes property of the beast. Bellinger up to hit. Just missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Rocking it out towards right center. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The tag, and he's out. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. The pitch. And now stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Stretches out. Back for more from the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Fly ball. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball is outside.
Ball, that's up there.
Back now in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And a seed into center. Back in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And ball 1.
Center line for 620.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. This one in the air center. back in New York. And now here is Paul Goldschmidt. There's a swing and a drive. And that one becomes property of the beast. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. First offering, and it just misses. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Next offering is in for a strike. Outside. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the... Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And he swings and lifts one in deep center field. And that one becomes property of the beast. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Chourio on the move. Back at Yankee Stadium. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. High in the air, out to right. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Hard grounder in. Leading off, Paul Goldschmidt. Out towards right center field. Mitchell really on his horse for it. Won't catch this one. It's down for... Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Out in front and foul to the left side. Drilled out towards left center field. Going back on this one. And it's caught. And now the first baseman,
Leading
Paul
up
Goldschmidt.
for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that one becomes property of the beast. Here's Cody Bellinger. Fought off foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one out to right. Back at Yankee Stadium, and here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie swings and hammers one deep to left. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. The wind of the pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Bellinger up to hit. Hit in the air left field. And that'll fall for... Bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Ripped on a line to center. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Up. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Frelick ranging. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball is outside. Goldie swings and hammers one deep to left. That one back there.
Oh my fuck, dude.
Back here in New York, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Mitchell going. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
One 0.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Now fly ball to right center. Mitchell really on his horse. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch, not close. Now a screamer into the outfield. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First offering misses badly for ball one. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, one's the count.
Here's the 0-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. And he gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. Back in the Bronx, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Now that's smacked to right center. Base hit. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Line drive. Dive. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch misses. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Back in New York. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And here it comes. Not even close there. 1-0. Swing and a ball hammered. Left field. Chourio going back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Inside,
nope,
just missed. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. And it gets by him. Goldschmidt makes the turn at second. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Right through there for a strike.
Ball one.
Falling
That's
behind
ball
2-1. Into left center for a base hit. Back in the Bronx, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a foul out of play. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Mitchell moving back. And that one becomes property of the Beast. And here comes Bellinger. Popped up, foul territory. Back now in the Bronx. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. That to right. Bottom of the first. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air out to center. Mitchell really on his horse for it. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Back here in New York, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. Just off the inside edge.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now I can't even.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 0-1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. Bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
That one's in there, and that's strike two.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next offering is downstairs. And downstairs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
One and one.
Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Around first, deep. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Ripped on a line.
Third baseman. So that's 20. So that gets you to 46. Positions.